in different knees. Sad, man. We can't let Gyökeres go to our rivals. Gyökeres is the man to get us over the line. Get the stars of tomorrow. I'm all for that. You can get the stars of tomorrow, but you also need to get guys for right now, if I'm honest with you. We passed on Isak the same way we should get Šeško. I hear that. I love Nico Williams. He's too good. But that is the only issue I would say now is that I wouldn't necessarily cry. Zubamendi's 26, so he's excluded provided we sign him. But if you get Nico Williams and you get Šeško, obviously on one hand, you might be getting stars of tomorrow, outsmarting the market, all of that kind of stuff. But Nico Williams, talented player, looks like there's a lot of coaching to be done to reach that next level. Šeško the same. So if you're trying to deliver right now and you've got players that are still learning and adapting and adjusting on top of what we already have, is that putting your best foot forward the best way? I don't know, people. Sadly, I can see us going back for Watkins on the cheap, but he still improves us. But I would have loved Watkins in January, I'll tell you that much, man. But we've been following strikers for too long, man. It's time to get things done, man. It's long now. We keep talking about the same things year in, year out. Now, Man United apparently have reignited interest for duo amid 67 million transfer tussle with Arsenal. We're just going to read the Benjamin Šeško stuff from this article. Arsenal have reportedly started negotiations with RB Leipzig for Benjamin Šeško amid interest from Man United. That's according to Sky Germany's Florian Plettenberg, who claims that discussions are ongoing about a possible payment structure. This comes after a meeting earlier this week in London between club executives Marcel Schaefer and Andrea Berra in London. It said Šeško's release clause has been set at over 80 million euros, which equates to about 67 million. Meanwhile, German outlet Blind report that United have earmarked Šeško as a potential reinforcement for their attack this summer. With Liam Delap reportedly favouring a move to Chelsea, the Reds have turned their attentions elsewhere. The report also states that United chief Omar Barreda has personally endorsed the move for the 21-year-old after conducting several individual assessments of the striker's progress. Barreda is even believed to have watched Šeško in action during RB Leipzig's 3-2 win over Wolfsburg. So yeah, there you have it. And apparently, if you're a United fan, you're looking at Koulibaly and Mateta, but this is an Arsenal settings thing. We have gone over this before, and I did cover this yesterday. But as we know, apparently Arsenal and Red Bull Leipzig have started initial discussions over a potential move for the man in picture here in Benjamin Šeško. This is said they want an initial 75 million. So already you're seeing the prices change. So you'll have to see. I feel like I missed something there. So yeah, they want it for that. Just have to try to get him cheaper, really. But I know you can get both of them, man. I know I'm greedy. You can get both of them, man. You can get both of them. Apparently, we've spoken to Sporting regarding Gyökeres, and apparently Marquinhos has actually left his football club. I know I ain't seen him play either. What is this? Why United could still beat Arsenal to Šeško transfer? We're not reading that. We're seeing if we're going to learn anything. Christian Falk has spoken. Arsenal have ceased their recruitment drive and have declared Benjamin Šeško or Victor Gyökeres of Sporting as their favourable targets. Leipzig are willing to talk for upwards of 70 million euros, and ideally Šeško should fetch up to 100 million euros. Despite his young age, the Slovenian is almost complete, has a clear head, and is a real team player. He'd be an asset to any club. There are already talks with Arsenal. From the Premier League, beside Arsenal, also Manchester United are particularly interested. Christopher Vival, apparently their director of recruitment, was there to watch Šeško at a game in Wolfsburg in mid-April. He once helped discover him and brought the footballer to Salzburg as a 16-year-old in 2019. But it seems a rather slim advantage for United to exploit, still at a potentially rising 84.3 million, 100 million euros. Arsenal could opt for that. Obviously, they're just committed to Cunha. I don't know if they're going to do that, but how good would Gyökeres be? 39 goals in 34 games. Crazy, isn't it? What's this? With no one in Arsenal's current squad reaching double figures for league goals in 2024-25, the need for a striker is obvious and has long been understood to be a priority for this summer. There was genuine interest in Ollie Watkins in January, but Arsenal ultimately preferred to wait until the summer to get their man, with Arteta being a big fan of Benjamin Šeško. It's not the easiest market for strikers right now, and it also seems likely that Arsenal will seek to improve their attacking output with the signing of a top-class winger later in the window. I hear that, and that's required, man. It's mad, innit? People ain't got 100 likes. You lot boy in it. You lot boy in it. Patrick Schick would be good. If I'm sick of these overrated players who never caught attention until they were 26. Get me talent. I want talent. I just want to win, bro. If you could, I don't care where the players come from. Couldn't get Delap for 30 M's, but they'll get Šeško. To be fair, though, I think man are scared of signing for Man United. Obviously, there's a Champions League carrot for Chelsea, but I think players are thinking twice. obviously United's a big club, and I know we're rivals, but I'm not trying to. Well, they're not our rivals currently. I'm not trying to avoid them, but Sancho went there, madness. Bare players have went there and they struggled. So I don't know. Pardon me, I don't know if it made sense. We're still linked with Leroy Sané. Apparently, he's been given a new contract offer from Bayern Munich. We're said to be targeting him on a free, people. He's out of contract on the 30th of June. Happy new month in advance, people, because it is the end of May now and the beginning of June tomorrow. I hope this month and this year has been great for you lot, by the way. DG Nation, love you lot. Arsenal in the market for attacking reinforcements, blah, 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 blah. According to a report from Sky Germany, Arsenal among the clubs eyeing a move for Sané. The 29-year-old has plenty of Premier League experience, having won the league twice during his time at City. We all know he's worked with Arteta before. And these rumours, I don't know whether I should believe it because, again, him being linked with Galatasaray, with actually Saudi Arabia, with Paris Saint-Germain, with us, with them lot down the road, primarily coming because of this contract stuff at Bayern Munich. So I don't know where it is, people. Have we gone over this already? Arsenal reportedly opened talks with Leipzig over a 75 million deal. Okay, we've seen that already. Is there anything new? No, there's not. Burr is said to be a big fan of Gyökeres, but the likes of Chelsea and Juventus are also said to be interested in the former Coventry star. It's claimed that Arsenal also have held talks with Victor Gyökeres over a deal. The 26-year-old, another striker, has caught the eye of several clubs across Europe, netted 39 goals in 33 Portuguese league games, which is mad. Team News and Tux is saying that the reported fee of 93 million is absolute nonsense. RB Leipzig's starting position is much less, with Arsenal negotiating from there. Arsenal want a quick resolution, and the fee is now important, people. Arsenal have an agreement with Šeško, apparently on personal terms. The club is now in negotiations with Leipzig regarding a fee. They want a quick resolution over his future, and the asking price is less than reported. Leipzig allegedly, well, if this would load. Okay, you're just going to mess up my flow. You see how the internet's hating? But apparently they've told Šeško in talks this week they're looking for a quick sell and he can leave as soon as possible, which is news to that's what you want to hear. Whether you agree with Šeško or not, a lot of people, including myself, like, can we get the signings in early? Get him in early, isn't it? So fair play. If everybody wants a quick conclusion in his future, that's great for us. Can't speak on the credibility, but allegedly Sporting has rejected a 70 million euros bid from Arsenal for Victor Gyökeres. Again, there's a lot of whispers on the market. Apparently, we've agreed personal terms. The Bundesliga club are reportedly open to a number of different payment structures for the Slovenian star, although Šeško's potential transfer fee will exceed his 80 million euro release clause if Arsenal decide against a one-off payment. So everything appears quite conflicting, people, where Šeško is concerned. What's this? Barcelona are active on a number of transfer fronts already this summer and look close to getting their first deal over the line amid a major update on Nico Williams. Us, City, Arsenal, Man United, Villa, everybody, Newcastle, everyone's been linked with him, people. And again, Barca have been linked with Garcia. We know we're not going to get the keeper now, really and truly. It depends where you read, because 1 minute Newcastle are the front runners, Barca are the front runners, Madrid are the front runners, we're the front runners, City won him. I've more covered him in the last video I uploaded on my channel. So yeah, man, it is what it is. Apparently Barcelona have made a complete U-turn on Nico Williams since 12 months ago, with Mundo Deportivo reporting the Athletic star is not in the plans of Hansi Flick's side. Instead, Luis Diaz has emerged as a priority on the left. Barcelona believe Liverpool will need money to fund a deal for Wirtz. Nico Williams, meanwhile, has been dropped by Barca because he was unwilling to take the risk by signing for them last summer when they were in financial peril. If Barcelona look good to be a bunch of Premier League suitors to Garcia, the door is very much open for Nico to move to Arsenal, with Arsenal and potentially Chelsea monitoring the situation. With Chelsea in the Champions League now, who knows? Arsenal moved ahead of Man United in the race to sign highly rated Italian centre-back Giovanni Leoni. Apparently, we're in the market for a young, promising defender in the mold of Magalhaes and Kivio. And we've intensified our pursuit of the 18-year-old Parma talent. Berta is leading talks. Obviously, Berta is Italian. I'm sure he can pull in some favours. Arsenal had also shown interest in Howson of Bournemouth, formerly of Bournemouth, better yet, till he went to Madrid. We were linked with, boy, that name's mad, but he looks like Puyol. If you can do it, you can do it, DG. Gazarowski. Smash the like button. God loves a trier, people. However, it is Leoni who has now emerged as a top defensive target for the North London club. We are told that Man United continue to monitor the situation, probably get more game time there. They play with 3 centre-halves, but big man, you saw what Arteta has done with Magalhaes. You've seen what he's done with Ben White. Seen what he's done with Saliba. Seeing how we've got an 18-year-old Miles Lewis Skelly playing in the Champions League. Come on, man. These lot poison talents. Come over these sides, man. Due to his performances this season, he's emerged on the radar of Juventus and Italy. And to be fair, the Italian players, there's a couple that have gone against the grain. We've got one in Calafiori, but they do tend to find themselves at the Inters, at the ACs, at the Juventuses, etc., etc. So we'll have to see. But 18 years of age, you're doing your thing. Arsenal could be handed an unexpected lifeline in the pursuit of AC Milan winger Rafael after Barcelona have reportedly begun looking at Gabriel Martinelli this summer. Shout out the transfer rumours. Barcelona looking at Martinelli and Rashford. You lot not serious about trying to create further distance away from Real Madrid. The Gunners were thrust into the race to sign Leão this week when Foot Mercato claimed that new sporting director Andrea Berta had rung the Portuguese winger to confirm interest in him. The 25-year-old bagged 12 goals and 13 assists this season for Milan, but ultimately the season ended in failure to qualify for Europe. Now, that's obviously going to add fuel to the fire of players as well. Allegri could be going to AC Milan, as said there. Rashford, Diaz, and Martinelli are all apparently of interest to Barcelona. Really, I can't say I believe that. Or they might like him because of what he did against Real Madrid. This is said that Bayern Munich have thrown their hat into the ring for Nico Williams. Like us, they've also been linked with Mitoma. They've been linked with Eze. You're not getting Cody Gakpo off Liverpool, but fair play. Arteta is planning on a revamp at Arsenal with Sociedad skipper Martin Zubimendi close to joining the Gunners, ready to activate his release clause. Fair play, man. We're getting everyone. We're doing everything. I don't believe this Barcelona stuff, so we're going to move on. Apparently, Sporting want to give a new contract to Trincao, who's probably the third player we consistently get linked with that plays for Sporting after well, we ain't been linked with Diamande for a minute. It's all been Gyökeres, innit? But you get the point. I mean, I'm being a bit silly with this. Once it loads, can I be devil's advocate? Hurry up, man. That was wavy. Superpowers. I've got superpowers. I have superpowers. I am supernatural. But anyways, on a serious note, Benjamin Šeško scored over double the amount of goals, 21 last season, when then Isaac did with his 10 in his final season at Sociedad. So this show, you should give people a chance. Being devil's advocate, I'm not saying I agree. I'm just asking the questions. Don't shoot the messenger. Trying to entertain you lot. So you lot can entertain, man. So why for that? But yeah, we've gone over that. That's dead. We've gone over this. Apparently, Chelsea have thrown their hat into the ring where AC Milan's Rafael were said to be monitoring the deal, but his price tag, naturally, as we know, could prove a major obstacle. How much are they going to ask for? Surely 100 million bags. Naturally, if I'm AC Milan, the English clubs can get you out of issues. They've got money. So who knows, man? Apparently, there's growing optimism over Thomas Partey signing a new deal as well. Bayern have offered a new deal to Sane. We've gone over that. At this point, the same things. Now, I understand he's 27, turning 28. Magalhaes' new deal, according to Romano, will be a 3-year extension. For me, I hope that it's a 3-year with an option of another. I think within that period, Magalhaes, by God's grace, we win some trophies. I think you want to go get paid in Saudi. But look at Van Dijk. Like, Van Dijk's still performing at a high level at his age. Do we want to get in that situation? I don't know, people. Barcelona Martinelli is one thing. Keeping up the image and the links with wingers, people. We're still linked with Rodrigo, although reports have come out today that apparently Real Madrid want to keep him. They want to build around him. They want to do all of that kind of stuff. In fact, I'm sure it was the same people that tweeted it. I could be wrong. Yeah, there you have it. Rodrigo has told Real Madrid he wants to stay. Real Madrid's leaders want a reaction from Rodrigo on the pitch and want him to show it at the Club World Cup. This is after he informed the club he wants to stay. So, yeah, them rumors can be put to bed. I mean, Marquinhos is better than Rodrigo. I'm lying. But, yeah, he's left and departed on a permanent deal. Real Madrid are linked with Miles Lewis-Skelly. I can't say I believe that. We're still linked with Mitoma and Morgan Gibbs-White. We've gone over that. Tab police. See, there's a method to the madness. I like Šeško, but no way for 100 M, 65 to 70 max. We have been linked with Bacola. In fact, Newcastle, Arsenal, and Spurs are all interested in Bacola, with reports that PSG could be willing to sell for around 42 mil. I think it's worth the risk, if I'm honest with you. Newcastle United and Manchester United have contacted Mbeumo and his reps. He'll cost 50 million. I'm on that. Bring me Šeško and Mbeumo, man. No under-21 player scored more league goals than Šeško's 13 in Europe's top 5 leagues last season. 13 goals. In Šeško, we trust Football Manager settings, man. Garcia's camper apparently optimistic about him accepting Barcelona's offer. This was in The Athletic, and I just want to know your thoughts, people. This Lucio guy asked the journalist a question. He said, what do the clubs see Kai Havertz as in terms of his squad role? Hey, Lucio, he's still seen as an incredibly important to the team by Mikel Arteta and his staff. They really love the combination of physical, mental, and technical attributes he brings. My prediction is that whoever Arsenal sign, Havertz will start the season as first choice number 9 and probably play a lot more games there than many expect. Where you at with that, people? Don't shoot the messenger once again. If we sign Šeško, we'll be able to field a lineup of players over 6 foot. Well, you lot are tools, so you lot can lift up trophies for fans in the bleachers and whatnot. So let's just try and win some silverware, man. Milan have decided Leão is untouchable and won't be sold this summer. The decision comes following a meeting between new coach Max Allegri and sporting director Miguel Taé. Allegri is convinced that the Portuguese is one of the few players who can make the difference in Serie A and wants to make a leader or make him a leader of the team. Leão is not pushing for a move either, so a lot can change, but seems like nonsense. What's this? Continue reading. I don't want to hear think pieces about Eze, but it did mention like Eze's being linked with Arsenal. I don't buy this. He's got a 60-odd million release clause. I can't see us going for that. Is there any other news? Tell us Neymar's joining us for a year, man. What's this? Arsenal worry as priority target made untouchable. Leão. Pardon me, yeah, predictable. It's Leão. We are desperate to bolster our wings. So yeah, the contact don't really mean much. And despite the fact that they're going to lose money, and do you know what? Yeah, do you not reckon it's more, beyond the obvious? A team like AC Milan should always be in the Champions League, right? But let's be honest, the money the Premier League teams are making, and actually those in the Club World Cup with the prize money, no coincidence, everyone's taking it seriously. But the Premier League is up here for money. All the rest are down there. Could you argue like it's more costly if you're, for argument's sake, Juventus, AC Milan, the clubs that are, you know, when you think of Champions League, you think of them, but they're not in it. And they're losing out financially. And there's probably a bunch of players AC Milan will probably look to sell or mess about with before Leão, but he's someone that could fetch serious money. Apparently he has 175 million euros release clause, but Milan are confident that no European suitors will even consider paying that much for the 25-year-old after the season he's had. That said, Leão is known to have admirers in Saudi Arabia too. Go get paid, man. Trevanelli. Is he 30 though, man? Because some of these... How do you spell his name again? Some of these guys sell dreams, man. Not even sell dreams. They don't even make the lies attractive. How do you spell his name? I have to keep changing this. Yokeres. What's his Twitter, man? Let's copy that over there. Let's go over here. Change that. Are you going to load? I'm like a magician. See how hard I tried to find content and news and whatnot for you? What we got here? When did he say this? The 10th of May. Tired. See, this is how they know the journalists just guess stuff. Apparently, Zubamendi's always been our priority. Next, Yokeres. Okay, make sure, you know. See how the things changed? Leipzig have indeed started negotiations with Arsenal over Benjamin Šeško deal. Gunner's objective is to make progress on several fronts simultaneously to avoid being left empty-handed if talks were to break down. For now, Šeško does not have a personal agreement with the English club, whereas Gyökeres already has his verbal agreement to join the Gunners. Wait and see. That just looks like someone covering their ass, man. Like nobody don't really know anything, really, man. Everybody's just saying bare things. If you're stuck on age, then explain to me why getting Rice and Havertz didn't get us any trophies. Any trophy win. Those are win now players. That's nasty saying Havertz is win now though. Williams, Zubi and Šeško, that would be a major improvement on what we have already. Williams and Šeško add pace, Zubamendi creativity. Leipzig treating us like we're tourists. He's not worth that much. Wouldn't you? Wouldn't you to the Premier League clubs? Because shitter players are gone for less. Big up BG, my mod. If Arsenal is determined to get Šeško, then they also need to buy an elite left winger to support the attack. I hear that. Šeško has played 240 games and has played at a high level for a worse club. People overestimate the project he is. I'm not going to lie. For me, just put the balls in. I'm cool with Gyökeres. I'm cool with Šeško. As long as you, man, score, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I just want someone to score. Big up Pesa, Watkins, Šeško. If money weren't a thing, but do you know what the wickedest thing is? I'd love a world, yeah, where you've got a Gyökeres and a Šeško, your guy right now in your development one, or you could even go with, and obviously Asterix, Merino, Havertz, they're still about, but you could go with Šeško and you've got a 29-year-old Ollie Watkins that can tie you over for a couple of years. I do need players that I need at least one more player that's going to get Bukayo Saka numbers or close to, but we do need to share the burden. And this is where I look at the club now, because Martinelli and Trossard, you man are squad players. For squad players, you can get respectable numbers, but for the amount of football you lot play in the league and all the other stuff, the numbers are not there. Football's not all about numbers. Kai Havertz is scoring a lot more than other Duns, bro, which tells you everything. The difference between the two isn't massive, in my opinion. They both have powerful ball striking.